Antonio, pero soy Paco aquí, conocido como Paco.
Paco, pero eres el capitán.
Pues sí, ahorita al momento estoy en esa dicha de estar al frente de todos estos muchachos, de organizarlos y llevar a cabo el evento. Pues es una remembranza de las batallas chichimecas con los invasores, conquistadores de aquel entonces. Estamos representando solamente, tratando de representar, que no es como debería ser exactamente, pero hacemos esta tradición de tener este combate, esta batalla en la festividad ahorita de la Santa Cruz, que es la que a través de la Santa Cruz después se llevó la reconciliación, la pacificación.
The Chichimecas were the indigenous hunter-gatherers here when the Spanish conquerors arrived. Chichimeca actually means dog collar and was a derogatory term by the Spanish to clump the different tribes here into one name versus learning the various tribes' names. The Chichimecas baffled the Spanish as they were short and wore animal pelts and body paint instead of Spanish-style clothing. The Spaniards could not determine if the Chichimecas were animals or humans, and if they had souls. That kind of thinking and the desire of conquest led them in 1530 to confront the Chichimecas. That kind of thinking and a desire to conquer ensured a war began upon their arrival. This war went to the so-called Battle of the Barbarians. The fierce struggle lasted for weeks without either side claiming victory. Over time, the whole country was defeated, conquered, and converted to the Christian religion. Technically, in this representation, the soldiers should dress like the Spanish conquerors who fought with the Chichimecas in 1530, and it is said that in past years they did so. Today, soldiers of the Mexican Army and civilians wear the current military campaign clothes to represent the invaders. war stopped when a cross appeared in the sky that caused both sides to stop fighting. The Spaniards, Catholics, assumed that God was on their side, so they stopped fighting. For their part, the Chichimecas believed that any intersection of two lines was the meeting of men and women, and gave it a divine meaning. Seeing the appearance of the cross, they took it as a sign of their gods were on their side and they stopped fighting. The cross appeared on the day of San Miguel for the Spaniards, hence the name of the city and its position as the epicenter of the cult of the cross. Originally, the city was called San Miguel de los Chichimecas. Dancing for Chichimecas is a form of prayer, and dancing means being close to God, and can easily ignore heat and fatigue. Babies and children will always be present at Chichimecas events, celebrating together with their parents to keep their traditions alive. In each area of the city and in neighboring towns, the oldest cross is worshipped in May. The crosses divide the neighborhoods reserved for the Chichimecas and originally made of wood. The Chichimecas thought that the Spaniards' god was weak, since the wood burns and their gods were real because they were made of stone. Then, the Spaniards imposed the law that the only religious object that could be had at home was a stone cross. Intelligently, the Chichimecas who want to worship their own gods simply hollow out the cross to place their smaller stone gods inside with a false front and thus be well seen by the Spaniards. The last weekend of May, the closing festival is held in Valle del Maíz for a grand finale. Many descendants of the Chichimecas who inhabited this valley when the Spaniards arrived still live in the colony called Valle del Maíz. At the end of the performance of the Battle of the Barbarians, dancers and soldiers, indigenous and Spanish, in complete harmony, form a procession to return to Valle del Maíz, a party where they worship the cross and eat and dance in great great fun.